Hello, I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Frankie.
And this is
Conbini Cult.
Welcome to this week's episode. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Really?
I'm doing great. We're on the
last
around
stretch.
5 out of 5 that we're recording today.
Today only.
But of course for you, the listeners and the viewers, it's just an ordinary day.
Yeah, but only real ones know. Frankie and I have been wearing the same socks for the last 5 episodes.
Yeah, I've been wearing the same
jeans
for like 9 episodes.
Pants, yeah. So we're tricking you. Ooh. Movie magic.
We just change our shirts.
Yeah.
You know the secret.
My shirt has the rock on it. Back when he was a pro wrestler. What does it say?
It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah. And he's doing his rock eyebrow thing. Yeah. I can't do it, but yeah. Can you do the eyebrow thing? Oh my God. She can. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to look angry.
I can't do the other side. I'm like...
Okay. Well, we're almost done for today. And, you know, when you reach the end of a long, long day, you start to feel a little unhinged. So that is today's topic. It's a fun one today. We made a quick little fun TikTok video. If you're familiar with that trend where it's like, I'm bored, tell me blah, 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 blah. So we sent a prompt out there into the TikTok universe saying, we're bored. Tell us the most unhinged thing that happened to you in Japan. And we don't mean getting told, Nihongo jozu desu ne, like some seriously unhinged shite.
Yeah.
Or crazier
the better.
Yeah, so we thought we got a lot of comments, like at least more than I was expecting within the last not even full 24 hours, you know? Yeah. So we can always do a part 2 if we receive more and more. I'm excited for this one. Especially considering we posted different prompts, like different topics on Instagram and we got great submissions, but not as many as we would usually get.
So we were feeling a little down.
Yeah, we're a little down, but the TikTok, you guys came through, so we're very excited to read through these because some of them are
truly unhinged.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna put a little trigger warning for this episode because the stories, we're kind of just reading the comments as they come, and some of them do mention things like groping or assault. So if those topics are heavy for you, then it's okay to skip this one. They're mixed in there, so I think it's better to just skip this episode altogether.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and you know,
stalking as well.
Everyone has different levels of coping and what they feel is worth sharing and stuff and worth unhinged. So I hope you don't feel like we're being insensitive for just reading them. They are public on our public TikTok in the comments, so we were just reading them in order that we received them basically.
It's really.
Out of
a mix. We might read something really funny and then all of a sudden it changes to serious.
So if you would just like to avoid that altogether, please feel free to do so.
All right. So shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's just jump into it.
See people's stories.
Yep. Okay. You gonna start?
Sure. Okay. Had an old lady follow me around the mall and she kept asking me how much I weighed.
Don't love that for you. Yeah. I know this person too. I'm so sorry. Yeah. This sounds like some really inaka countryside thing. Where they're oh, I've never seen a foreigner before. And then they just treat you like a zoo animal. That's kind of what this is giving a little bit. Yeah. That is unhinged though. Someone said, interviewed at the airport. And the next thing I know, the film crew from Why Did You Come to Japan was following me around for 3 days. So this one got some likes too.
Yeah, and then I asked them, did your dreams come true? Because they're supposed to be, filming people following their dreams.
Yeah.
And they said yes. They followed me to Okinawa to watch my favorite baseball team, spring training. And at the end, I was able to meet my favorite player and talk with him. It was amazing.
Okay, love that. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Do you watch that show? You wa nani shi ni Nippon e? No?
Not really.
No? It's fun.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes I can see how it's wow, let's follow this foreigner around. Amazing. You love katsu. You love sushi. Oh my God. It's very oversaturated in some of that aspects. But this one is cool. I'm glad you got to, go to Okinawa and see your favorite baseball team and stuff. I've met this crew before. They did a piece on one of my what do you call it? Like crew members' friends from when I did the Galmi Koshi here in Osaka. Yeah. So she is from Indonesia, and they did a little piece on her, just saying like, "Wow, like why are you in Japan and stuff." So they did her background. She lives here. She's not visiting, so it's kind of a more deeper story, I would say. And it was really fun. So please check out that episode and look at us doing the Galmi Koshi, please, here in Osaka.
Yeah, but they can be interesting sometimes.
Yeah, some of them, and sometimes they're like really sad too, depending on the backstory. But I saw a cool one. This guy from Spain, I think he was like a huge One Piece fan, and he like had the Luffy hat, like the straw hat and everything. And his goal was to come to Japan, rent an RV or like rent like a small truck, and then just drive like throughout Japan, throughout every prefecture.
Oh, cool.
And I think he did. Like he might still be here. I don't know, but that was a cool piece to watch too.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was something I saw on TV before. I don't know if it was this show specifically, but they were following this foreign guy who was training to be a sushi chef or something.
Oh, cool.
So he was like an apprentice or something in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, it was so funny the way that he was talking. Like somebody said something to him and he's like, huh? Nani? Like
get to the point.
Yeah. But the commentators and stuff made it more funny too.
I see.
But yeah. That was entertaining.
That sounds fun. Yeah, that's a good one too. Okay. Moving on.
Yep.
Is this me? You? Lost
you
track.
You can take it.
Okay. The next one said, when I hold the... Ooh.
when I hold the hotel staff's hand.
Sorry, I'm already losing it. Sorry. It says, when I told the hotel staff we were from the UK, he started singing Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall to us for an uncomfortably long time. Wait, I haven't heard that song in forever. How does he...
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
You're not gonna the rest. Okay, I didn't know it had like a tune to it.
Yeah,
I forgot it was.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but that's it in a nutshell.
He fell, and they couldn't put Humpty back together again, or something.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Either way, what the hell?
Okay, that's funny.
Okay.
As I had to get off a train, an old Japanese man basically blocked me, and he got off first, and he said something like "Kuso gaijin," like effing gaijin.
Yeah.
Thinking I couldn't understand him. As he struggled to walk upstairs, I ran past over him saying back, "Kuso oji-san," and laughed, and he yelled and cursed at me, I think.
Love that. Give back the same energy. There were some nice replies to it. Like someone was like, nice move. I learned that phrase watching Gintama and I loved it ever since. So I don't know what Gintama is, but I assume
an anime
or a manga or something. But they cursed back at him saying like effing grandpa, you know. Yeah. So I think it's funny.
Or like damn. Maybe it's not as extreme as effing, but I don't know.
Ooh, could be.
This old man sounded pretty angry.
Yeah.
And this same person also said, it's important to note that this happened when I was living in Osaka and studying. I could understand basic Japanese conversations and slurs, so the old man was really unlucky that time.
Yeah. Good for him. Okay. Someone said... I replied to this one because it was so crazy. They said, some kid was screaming, help me, I'm a Japanese kid, inside the Peace Memorial Museum. Wild. But okay. What's your next one by Anna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got attacked by a bird while I was slacking off with my colleague.
Yeah. And has this ever happened to you, being attacked by a bird or like a crow or anything here in Japan?
Not in Japan. In New York, I was slapped by a pigeon.
What do you mean slapped? Like,
it was just
by their
flying
wing?
By my face and it slapped me on the way. It was
probably accidental because pigeons are nice.
Yeah.
They used to be domesticated.
I know, but it still left a red mark on my face.
Oh my God, like that hard? How fast were they flying? Like 9 miles an hour. Okay. I had a follow-up to this one because it reminded me, like birds, like specifically hawks, like hawks are here, you know, and crows are very, you know.
The crows are pretty aggressive.
The crows are aggressive, and obviously crows are smart, you know, so that's why you notice like if you, there's this probably why like it's so strict about leaving out your garbage and stuff like around certain times and stuff. It's so crows don't get it. You have to cover your garbage, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, just on the topic of being attacked by a bird, I was with my friend last year. We were like out picnicking around like Kamogawa in Kamo River in Kyoto. And if you've been there, you notice like hawks kind of circle around that area. And dude, she was like, we're talking, we had our little rice balls, our onigiris, and she was like about to take a bite into it, like lifting it to her face, and a hawk came down and snatched it from her hand, like mid-bite. It's scary. And they're fast. And it happened so fast. Like, she just like, was just like, yeah. And then snatch and like still went for a bite. That's how fast it happened. And then she just like what? Like blinking, like, what just happened? But anyway. Yeah, that reminded me of that. I hope that never happens to anyone else, though.
Okay. Alrighty. Missed my last train, so I walked back home instead. An over 2-kilometer walk. Some guy followed me almost all the way back home. I repeatedly said I wasn't interested and to get lost. The path I walked back was completely residential, so I couldn't call for help until I'd almost reached my home. He was drunk, so he didn't seem to realize he was so far from where he was until we reached my ward. He asked me suddenly where I was, and I informed him. He desperately begged me to, stay at my place because he had no clue where he was. He then fell to the ground when I said no, probably in an attempt to get me to pity him, and I took off running so fast. Luckily, I lost him, but he had actually followed me all the way to the area I live in, and I was so scared.
That's scary. I'm sorry that happened. I'm glad you lost him eventually, and like, you know, good on you for just not even pitying him, you know, and like just running away.
Wait, but where am I? Let me stay with you.
Not my problem, bro. Yeah. Okay. This next one, they said they came here to escape my divorce, tried to make friends online, met a guy who I thought we'd just be friends. We moved in after 2 months. 7 months later, we're planning to get married and buy a house. I found the love of my life. Okay.
Yeah, that turned out to be a happy one.
That was a good one. Like, I wouldn't categorize Unhinged. Yeah, I was like, but I'm glad it worked out for you. Okay, so good. Very nice.
Okay. I was at a Chinese dumpling shop in Osaka, Japan. I am of Chinese descent. The worker there first started with Japanese, then she was struggling, so I switched to ordering in Chinese. She said my Chinese is good. Then I said, well, I am Chinese. Then she took it back.
You really, wow, so good. Yeah, thanks. I'm Chinese. Oh,
never mind.
Not so good. That's funny.
Yeah.
The next comment I have says, the bumping man, every frickin' where. A solid 2 weeks made me go ballistic mentally. So I got confused a little bit, but are they talking about butsukari otoko? Okay. Yeah. And we've talked about this in previous episodes. The shoulder checking men? Yeah.
Yep. They are a menace.
Yeah. What is your next one?
Had to do a presentation about host clubs and coincidentally met a host club owner in a nightclub in Kyoto. He tagged me along different host and hostess clubs so I could interview them for my presentation and told everyone we were married. LOL. What? What? The married part.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I hope you got good material for your interview.
Actually, yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah. Report.
Can we interview you?
Yeah. Okay. The next one I have says, me and my equally white friend in a sento near Asakusa surrounded by the scariest looking Japanese guys you could imagine, being bought a load of drinks and then being told the bill was covered. Ooh. I don't know. Like, I commented back and I was just like, at least it was free. Like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't complain, but that's kind of cool. Okay.
Got food poisoning and had jet lag. Threw up 7 times in the airport at around 7 a.m. and was treated in the airport clinic for 10 hours.
10 hours? I mean,
sheesh.
Unless you're feeling bad and you're barfing the whole time, I get it. But that sucks when you're like, you just step off the plane basically and you're like immediately in a clinic.
Yeah. But food poisoning, I've never had it before.
It's awful.
Because I've heard it's really serious.
It's awful. And like, so sometimes there's like food poisoning, like, you know, you ate something maybe old, a little expired, yucky, and like you could just have diarrhea or like you're barfing or whatever. But like, if this person threw up 7 times, like you might have had like norovirus or something, which is like really contagious and really bad. My partner got that when we ate too many oysters? Yeah.
How did I know where this was going?
I wouldn't wish it like on anyone. It looked so painful. Poor thing was just like barfing a lot. But and then I caught it because it's highly contagious and it hurts. It's not fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it at a preschool where I was working.
Oh, from a child.
Whew, that was pretty bad. A child.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's not fun. So I'm sorry that happened. The next one for me, it says, the police who couldn't speak English laughed at my Japanese on the first day. It'd always be those guys, right? Like, you notice, like, some people here, they love to, like, dog on your accent or, like, how you pronounce things in Japanese, but then you hear them speak English sometimes, and, okay. Sure, we'll leave it at that. But, yep.
Yep, I got a cough again.
I know. You okay?
I drooled a little.
It's like you just like hack a loogie on your sleeve. Little haktua on there.
Haktua on that thing.
Yeah.
Okay. This old dude came up to us and was asking if we wanted to buy his haiku book, but he was like, "Do you even know how to read?" I joked, "No, I never learned." And he called me and my friends idiots and said we'd never be able to understand his writings. Yeah. I'll never forget that guy.
Yeah. And they followed up with, he chills outside of Osaka Castle. Maybe you can find him. I'm going to look for him.
Let's look for him.
Let's look for him and then just like, not even wait for him to come up to us asking to read. Just be like, I can't read. Like,
no, I'm going to say I can read. And then I'm going to read his haiku and be like, this
awful.
sucks.
This sucks. You call this writing? Oh no. Okay. Next one is, I had a neighbor who liked to order companionship.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so my thought was like, you know how you can hire like a sister or hire a mom for a day? Was my like thought, but then like I'm going to read into it and it's probably for other kinds of companionship if you catch my drift.
Okay.
But anyway, one night, I hear a commotion, so I run to the people. I see his delivery has arrived, but he's clearly drunk, passed out, lying half in and half out of his apartment. His female service provider is on her phone, very upset, asking someone what to do. Then a dude in a suit appears, and they drag my neighbor into the apartment, close the door, and don't leave until an hour or so later.
Oh.
An hour? Like,
is he okay?
I hope he's okay.
Is she okay? His companion?
Yeah, do you have an update? I wonder where they just like, where's the money? Like maybe they just wanted to make sure she got paid and everything and they left. I hope so. I don't see any like other updates of like, then I heard like crazy noises or like
Glass
noises of
breaking.
Like punching. Yeah. Okay. So that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I unfortunately don't have any unhinged stories except maybe being friends with bar owners who have killer bee shu, like umeshu. That's like plum wine, but bees.
But bees, yeah.
And then I asked if they tried it.
Yeah.
They said I couldn't bring myself to do it. Everyone who did said that it tasted how you would expect, like bees. What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? You're just like,
I don't know what a bee tastes like. Like honey?
So honey.
No.
You've never seen that video?
No.
I don't know if it's like a Vine or like an OG TikTok, but it's like of this guy taking a scoop like of like raw honey, right? Like, and so he's like, I'm gonna try this honey that I just got, and like honey is thick, right? And he takes like a huge like bite, so it's like stuck in his throat, and so he's like, okay, I'm gonna try like. It's so honey. Just the way he sounds is so funny. But yeah, I don't know like what it like tasting like bees means. Like you just drink it like, yes, it's got a little fruity essence and a taste of bee.
Like a little killer bee.
I don't know. Have you tried the snake like wine or what is it called? Snake liquor from Okinawa?
Yeah. The snake liquor, yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't think I would like it anyway.
My guess, like, it's probably really bitter. Like, I can't even take a guess what bees would taste like.
Yeah.
Like,
well, killer bees.
So, susumebachi, like wasps?
No, I don't think it's a wasp.
Oh.
I think it's a different type of bee.
Oh. I'm like scared to look up
I didn't know there are
picture.
killer bees in Japan. Maybe Okinawa or something.
Oh, yeah.
They've got
that makes sense.
Some creatures. Yeah.
We'll do a, what is it? Deadly Creatures Part 2.
Yeah.
So, let you know.
Killer bees.
Okay. This next one said, went into a random snack bar in a random building and the staff took their pants off and were wiggling around their junk. It was not that type of bar, just a normal snack, but the staff was wasted and kept pantsing each other. Love to see it. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Fun.
Truly unhinged.
Unhinged, yep.
Okay. So I have many, but the most interesting time was when I was near the Kabukicho Tower at Toyoko. I was pretty drunk, but this one guy, won't say his name, pulled my shirt off and a couple of guys groped me. Also, my phone got stolen.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I expected that to be a funny story because the other ones were, but this is not. This is very serious.
Not funny. Also, don't be shy. State the guy's name.
Yeah,
Dox
state this
him.
person's name.
State his name. We'll get him.
Let's find him.
Okay. This next one says, I was in Okinawa last summer, and there was this Brazilian TV crew filming at the market in Naha. The famous TV host saw me and wanted me to try this famous Japanese snake drink. Oh, there it is. The snake drink.
Habashu.
Yeah. Holy shit, that was strong. My Brazilian Japanese friend told me later on that she is one of the most famous persons in Brazil. Haha, I didn't have a clue.
I didn't have a clue?
So, haha, I didn't have a clue who she is, and I still don't. Okay. Love that.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Had a man in a bar with his girlfriend hand me goman yen, 50,000 yen, and just leave. His girlfriend was completely fine with it.
Yeah, I would just take it. Don't ask any questions.
But yeah,
I don't
okay,
know.
someone just handing you money?
And that's like...
Whatever, almost $500?
Yeah, it's a lot of money,
Okay.
so I don't
Nice.
know, like... I hope you just took it and spent it immediately. Like, I don't know. But okay. This next one said, This next one says, I was casually assaulted with an umbrella by an older man at Machida Station. Someone who witnessed it told me, crazy man. Then I had to just go to work. So I commented back, like, not the casual umbrella assault. like, what do you mean casually? But I assume just, like, walking by and hitting them. I don't know. Unless they bonked them on the head or something. But, yeah, umbrella assault is a big thing here, especially on a rainy day.
It is. It's just easy to say, like, oops, sorry, it was an accident.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah.
All right. The next one is a serious one.
Yeah.
2020, September 13th, about 3 a.m., an English woman fell off the top of my 10-story building. Heard her fall, found her, called 119, interpreted, she survived.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for you.
Yes, honestly. This next one says, a friend who owned a business invited me to a local summer festival. He took me to all these yatai, so like festival stalls, and it was great. Then he took me to the back where all these guys were sitting with this old man in the middle. We had chatted with my bad Japanese and their bad English. After we left, my friend told me the old man was the Yakuza boss of southern Osaka.
Scary.
Yeah. Wild. I'm glad you're okay. I mean, here's the thing about like Yakuza. Like, I know in like media and movies and everything, they're portrayed as like these very scary people, like violent people. And do we want to go there? They probably are.
They probably
but
are.
like for the most part, like if you're not bothering anyone, or if you have like, you know, no ties to like any crime rings, or if you haven't committed anything, they're not gonna bother you. So I'm sure in this case that it was like that, right? Like they were just kind of like, oh, like I met someone, but just saying, I'm not too sure.
I don't know. I have not knowingly encountered any members. I don't know.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like walk around Japan or like walk around at night in fear of the Yakuza getting to
attacked,
me. You know, like, so that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just ask all the finance bros in the 2000s and 2010s that got roofied and extorted in Roppongi. It was like a rite of passage.
What? You kind of lost me at the rite of passage thing. I don't like that.
Are you okay?
I don't know. No, not essay. Sorry. Drugging people maybe shouldn't be a rite of passage, but glad you're okay. Hopefully. Yeah, that's wild. Truly unhinged. Yeah.
Finance bros are built different.
For real. Okay. 4 years ago, blurry memory, I was grilling outside with my auntie and two dudes who came over, and at first they just said, kawaii, matte, umaso, until at some point they went, my friend is a lorikon. They were 13, and it ended with them giving 1,000 yen, so at least there's that. For background, it was in front of their store, and we were selling barbecue sticks, and I was just helping around. Huh?
Okay, let me double check what a lolicon is.
Lolicon is like the
like a Lolita, right?
But like in a sexual way, I think. Yeah.
So they're saying this about
they
a
like
13-year-old?
It's guys who like Lolita, like younger girls, lolicon girls. Do we want to skip over that one?
Oh yeah, like a pedo.
Yeah. Like a pedo, casually. Okay. Do with that one what you will. Yeah, I don't know how to edit this one.
Okay. A guy in Shibuya walked up to me and started talking in a mix between Japanese and English and wanted to grab a drink. I said, no, sorry. I'm going to meet my friend and eat. A lie. I was going to eat alone, and I just kept walking. When I got to the restaurant, he came up behind me, so he'd been stalking me for about 10 minutes to the restaurant. Ew. I hope you lost him.
Yeah, unfortunately, that happens a lot. Like, especially with, excuse me, nanpa and like guys trying to like hit on you, they're like ruthless. They do not give up. Like they'll just follow you. Following you. So just be careful. Be really firm with it. You know, if you haven't experienced this before, but yeah, just heads up.
Yeah, I've heard that it's better to just completely ignore them. Like, don't even bother saying sorry. I can't talk. Like, just no eye contact. Keep going.
Yeah,
maybe that would help.
Okay. This one might be, to me, the most unhinged comment we got so far. It says, I met a bunch of Japanese friends and they introduced me to their gay best friend. He introduced himself by saying, hello, my name is Taka. My a-hole is salmon pink. I just blinked for a really long time. Oh my god. I love the details. Salmon pink, not like a fuchsia, not a dusty pink.
I can picture it clearly.
A salmon pink, not cherry blossom pink, salmon pink. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Taka-chan.
Okay. All right, this one is not funny. I was almost groped by an old man during my first trip to Tokyo, but thank God my then boyfriend, now husband, stood in front of me so the old man couldn't touch me. Yeah,
this is unfortunately a big problem that happens. Like, I haven't heard it with tourists so much, but I guess it sounds like it is a problem too. But like Japanese locals as well. Chikan, so groping on the train is kind of a big issue here. So just be careful and don't be afraid to tell people to like stop and like make commotion of it too, so they can get caught.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, make a scene.
Yes. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yes. Okay, next one. I got called aho and binbou by store girlies thinking I couldn't understand Japanese.
That's so mean.
So aho
bimbo,
is...
not like bimbo.
Not a bimbo.
Bimbo like poor.
Yeah, so bimbo in Japanese means poor and aho means like a dummy. It's like baka. Yeah.
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 Okay. This looks like a guy too.
Mm-hmm.
The girlies called him
bimbo.
Broke and dumb.
A broke dummy. Oh,
that's mean. Okay. I was on my train early one day, like 6 a.m., and it was pretty empty in my car, but I see where this is going. But a guy in his 30s or 40s was sitting across from me. The entire ride, he just stared straight at me. Mind you, this was wintertime, so I was wearing layers. He stared at me for the whole 15 minutes, roughly, like staring at me, not hiding it at all the way until I left the train.
Gross.
Ugh, creepy.
Yeah. I'm sorry that happened. All right. We have a few more. So this next one says...
But the next few are getting...
hidden.
Hidden by TikTok, so it's more sensitive content.
Yeah. So, heads up. Okay, this next one says, went on a hiking first date with a girl a few years older than me. Throughout the date, she repeatedly tried to put her finger up my butt while I was walking in front of her. Wanted to get married and move in with me within 1 month. She was 29 and living with her parents. She confessed to me that she was a sex addict and asked if I wanted to go to a hotel after the hike. After I declined, she screamed at me, "Why can't you just let people that want to have sex with you have sex with you?" I blocked her after, and a few days later, I received an anonymous text message asking me to unblock her because she's worried about my mental health. I never did. Ooh, I'm sorry. That sounds stressful.
Very unhinged.
Unhinged for sure, yes.
Yeah, not cool. Okay. I got groped at my own A-Jet welcome party. I shoved the guy to the ground and beat him with my flip-flop until some people pulled me off him. Not only did the guy get to keep his job, he's still in Japan with a wife and daughter working for Toyota.
Oh, no.
Ew.
Yeah. Someone was like, you need to contact a news station and ruin his life. I'm so sorry that happened to you. And yeah, that's really horrible. I'm so sorry about that too. At your own party, one, but positive note, you sound like you don't take any bullshit from anyone.
Beating him with the flip-flop.
Love beating him with the chancla. That's good. Yeah.
Good. But yeah, he got to keep his job and everything.
Jokes aside, that's really nasty. I'm really sorry about that.
No repercussions.
Thank you for... To everyone in these kind of like realm of comments, like thank you for feeling comfortable, for sharing them on TikTok publicly. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this next one kind of makes me cringe a little bit. It says, I went to a gynecologist appointment. He looked at my vagina and said, foreigner pussy. Okay, should I restart that one? Should I call it a kitty? First and last visit ever. I hope...
What the...
Like, I know we just made an episode about, like, defamation and stuff in Japan, but this might be a good one to disclose the hospital name and doctor, if anything. Or I hope you made a complaint or some kind of action was taken. But I understand if you like just don't ever want to deal with this ever again. And like you said, it was your first and last visit, so I get it. But that's wild. Like that's insane.
Imagine what they're saying to other patients too.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So those are all the comments that we have so far.
Yeah.
That's in less than 24 hours. So
yes.
You can check out the post to see if anything else is on there.
I'm sure by the time this comes out, there hopefully will be way more comments than what we read today.
We'll see. We could always do a part 2 sometime in the future. But this is also your last episode, I think, before your maternity leave.
I know. It's crazy.
There's going to be a baby Cheyenne in the world after this gets uploaded. Before this gets uploaded.
So next time you see me, hopefully, my stomach will be like, deflated and stuff, but I might look a little different or not. Next episode, maybe I'll bring home kid as a special guest to the pod, but if not, you know why.
See their demeanor.
Once
they come out.
It depends how much they gotta say. We can interview them and be like, so how do you feel about like, I don't know, unhinged Japanese experiences? Exactly. So anyway, but thank you so much for all of your support, and thank you, Frankie, for editing and everything. I'm like talking as if we're never gonna see each other again. Like this is the last episode ever, but for a while.
Who knows?
Recording.
We don't know when we're gonna be able to record again, which is why we have batch filmed so many episodes. Who knows? There might not even be an apparent break at all.
Depending on the time, I might bounce back real quick. We'll see, but
might see some other guests on there if we need episodes. So who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, so thank you all, for understanding, and I look forward to seeing everyone after my sabbatical. I don't know, it'll be probably a couple months from now, I guess. And I mean, I'll be watching and talking to Frankie like normal, so it's not like I'm going anywhere.
We recorded 2 months of episodes more
in 2 days.
In 2 days.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, I'm a little excited for a break, and I'm sure Frankie is excited to take a break from recording, but
not editing
or doing anything else. So I'm so sorry, but anyway, thank you, and I will see you in a while, crocodile.
Yep.
Okay, thanks for being here. Please feel free to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. We also started posting short form content on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Please find us all over there. And if you have any questions or submissions or whatever for us, you can also send us an email at
combinicultpod@gmail.com.
What was that?
combinicultpod@gmail.com.
That's it. Okay. Cheyenne out.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.